Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will kick it away to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in down the sideline. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
We knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. With the catch, it's Flores. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. but the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
This time on target. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and live to play another down. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Strockett. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Trojans are flying down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. Turning it on. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to throw, it's Wynn. Makes the grab, it's Jordan. Sweet cut there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the left side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Can't get him to the ground. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a nice looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Now improvising. He's got him. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. On his feet at the 40. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step
into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Bringing the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Wynn. With the catch, it's Jordan. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Knocked down for the tackle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Wynn. Got his man on the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield very late in the half. He wants it all. Give him 6. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes the grab. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Wynn. Release to the back. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here. Excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Running to Green. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Scanning the field, it's Wynn. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So if the offense stays out there on 4th down, they've got to get it to the next time zone to move the chain. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off a defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Touchdown, USC! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The sure hands, it's Matthews. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off his 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. on the ground. It's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Keeps it on the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Wynn. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball running out of bounds.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Oh, the attempt is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right on the money. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He's got his man. They make the stop, and not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Running back searching for a hole. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back.
Turning it on! Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Flores. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Back in 1939, USC first stole victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.